I should be weather resistant. Hi there, my name's Greg Tardif. This is the Ricoh GR IIIx. I don't want to talk about the GR IIIx, I want to talk about the GR IV. I'm assuming it's going to be called the GR IV, and if it is called the GR IV, you owe me $100. I'm just kidding, you don't owe me anything. But thanks so far for watching up until this point. I have a wish list of things that I wish the GR IV would have that the GR IIIx or GR III or GR II or blah 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 don't have. Now, in my experience, I take this thing everywhere I go. Everywhere I go, it's in a pocket or it's just in my hand, or I'm just walking down the street. Woohoo, taking pictures. Sometimes if I look at the weather report or what's coming up, the forecast, and it might rain, I get kind of, ooh, do I want to bring it with me that day? Because it's not weather resistant. And guess what? It freaking should be weather resistant, right? Right, yeah, I should be weather resistant. I think so too. Here's an easy way to do it. Get rid of the video mode on this. Are you using your Ricoh GR III or IIIx for video? I think they just threw it in there because they wanted to say that they had it. But if they got rid of that, they wouldn't need the microphone here. It would make it a lot easier to weatherproof it, I am assuming. Maybe don't make this ring here removable and just seal it up. I would prefer to not have the ability to accessorize my Ricoh GR IIIx in order to take it out in the rain and take some bangers. You can get some really great shots in the rain, or you could ruin your camera. I've mentioned this before in one of my other videos about this thing. The exposure compensation. I poke it by accident frequently. Not enough where it makes me want to stop using the camera, but enough to piss me off. Enough. And I feel like put a wheel here. Put a wheel here and make it somehow lockable so that I don't mess with it. Or give it some extra resistance. I do think some of these buttons should be locked. Like this one has, the mode has kind of a lock, but it's like, it's barely a lock. It's like those locks in the bathroom doors that you just kind of have to put the paper clip through so you can get your kid out of their bathroom because they lock themselves in there. That might just be me that I've witnessed and happened to. But yes, maybe some locking wheels would be tight. For me, I'm getting kind of old and I'm not quite as agile as I used to be because I'm a bit of a chonker. And I would like, get the waist level shots to the things that I'm trying to take pictures of. It's really hard for me and I just kind of guess at it at this point. So if it had a flippy out screen that kind of flipped up so you can look down at it in the rangefinder type of view, that would be a chef's smoochy smooch kiss. And I think the big thing, right? So the GR III and the GR IIIx have two different focal lengths. Now, when you use the Ricoh GR IIIx, at least for me, and you put it into macro mode, okay? It adjusts the push and outiness of the lens. What if they could figure out a way to put the 24 whatever millimeter it is on the GR III and then the 40 mil that's in the GR IIIx into one camera where it's just that easy push the button. I think that would be pretty cool. And I think it might be doable. And I think it would be tight. And I think you'd sell a crap load of them. Because I like my GR IIIx. Sometimes I like to go a little wider. But I'm not going to buy a GR III just to have both options. I'd rather just push a button and it just punches in a little bit more to get to that 40 mil equivalent, even if the aperture has stopped down a little bit. That's what I think the Ricoh GR IV should have, and would be definitely something that would make me want to upgrade to the GR IV from the GR IIIx. This one is going to be a bit extreme, okay? But hang with me because Leica came out with the M11 monochrome blah 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 whatever. I'm not going to spend $10,000 on a camera. Not yet. I say that now, you know, stay tuned. But I will say they have internal storage and they have like 256 gigabytes in it. Okay, we have 2 gigabytes of internal storage currently on the Ricoh GR IIIx. What if we got rid of the memory card reader and expanded the battery and increase the storage? I don't know, 64 gigs? I think that might be fair. Especially because you can send this to your phone or wherever you are if you run out of space. I think that's the best idea I've ever had in my life. Don't you think so? I think so. Are there other items on your wish list that you would like to see on the Ricoh GR IV? Let me know what you think. Maybe we can just write a well-drafted letter and send that to Ricoh, and then they'll either take it into consideration or more likely do whatever they want. But they might listen to us. They listened to us about the Pentax monochrome camera that they just came out with. Figure it out, guys. Figure it out. This is what we want. That's what I want. What do you want? What do you want? Huh?